G'day, welcome to a farrier's life. In this video it's all about horseshoes. I've got a box here that's just arrived full of a variety of different style of horseshoe. I'm going to talk to you about what they are and why we would choose one style over the other, and then another box full of a variety of different sizes of shoe in a specific style, the style that I use. So let's get into it. Okay, we're rolling. So in the first box we've got, these are all new shoes. The brand of shoes come, there's all different makers of shoes and they're all prefabricated now. They come out of a factory and they're all stamped. The brand I use is Kirkhart. Fantastic brand of horseshoe. They've got a wide variety of styles for different purposes, and that's what I want to talk to you in this first part of the video is about the different styles of shoe. So this is a shoe called a Century Support. It's generally a road riding shoe or a hacking shoe. It's got a nice wide web. It's nice and flat, and it has a toe clip, and toe clips are used for horses that are doing a lot of flat work, a lot of road work. They're a very traditional shoe because the toe clip in the front, it stops the shoe from slipping backwards, and again it's very good for horses that are on flat ground. The old road riding horses, the old logging horses, all the old work horses used to have centered toe clips at the front there, and again the purpose is to stop the shoe from slipping back on the foot. If that was the foot there, stops it from slipping back like that. So the disadvantage with a shoe like this in, say, sport horses that are asked to twist and turn, your show jumping horses, your barrel racing horses, your cutting, your reining horses. These horses, they're not doing long distance moving forwards, they're doing a lot of sharp turns and twists and like this. So a centered toe clip isn't a preferred shoe for a show jumper or a horse that is doing that kind of activity, because this shoe can start to pivot on there and it can make the nail move and create loose nails, and eventually they can spring a shoe and pull a shoe off. So this shoe would be selected for a horse that was doing a lot of road riding work, a lot of flat hack work, or uphill, downhill, but generally going in a straight line. They're not asked to twist, turn or jump. So that's the Century Support Kirkhart. Then we move on to all the horses that I shoe are all sport horses, mainly for show jumping, eventing and dressage, and that requires a lot of twisting and turning, like I said, and a lot of force. They're not being worked for a very long period of time, but they are being worked and required to turn sharply. So in that case we'd use something with toe clips, side clips, sorry. These are called side clips or quarter clips, and these help stop the shoe from twisting like this. So if we're shoeing sport horses, which is what I do, I don't use these type of shoes very rarely. I'm more likely to select a shoe with quarter clips like this. So this is a shoe by Kirkhart again. They're all Kirkhart branded shoes. This is called a Triumph, and you can see it's got a nice concavity to it, a nice sharp edge here, a beautiful type of shoe. It's got a nice beveled edge to help the horse break over and move his hoof around freely, as opposed to it being squared off, and this offers quite a bit of grip. So a nice shoe. Same sort of shoe, but this is aluminium, so very lightweight. Again, quarter clip to stop the shoe from twisting and turning. Pretty much identical to the Triumph, except it's got slightly less of a concavity here, which doesn't offer as much grip in my opinion, but not a bad shoe. Now that's the Century aluminium shoe. So this is called a roller. Again, quarter clips, generally used for sport horses that really need that rolled edge on a shoe to help them move that hoof around side to side, twist and turn a lot more. So a horse that's sort of suffering or has a slight bit of arthritis or pain in the joints, or just struggles with that type of twisting and turning, we can put a nice roll on the edge of a shoe, or we can buy a shoe like this. This is a Kirkhart roller, and it just has a much more beveled edge to it, as opposed to the squared edge of the next style of shoe. See how this has got a squared edge here, this has got a rolled edge, so we can select the rolled edge for horses that need it. All the next shoes are Kirkhart's classic sport horse shoes, and again, side clips, quarter clips. These are followed all the way to the back, so they offer quite a bit of grip. They've got a nice concavity to them, a nice bit of a roll on the toe, and we can put a bit more on if we need that extra breakover for jumping horses especially. But this is the type of shoe that I use the most common sport horse shoe. Yeah, Kirkhart classic sports shoe, plenty of nail hole selection, a fantastic shoe, very, very hard wearing. I just really like this shoe, and this is the style of shoe which I have on hand all the time. These here are more specialist for individual horses that require it, but this is a general purpose standard sports horse shoe for all the horses that I tend to shoe. So yeah, those sport horse shoes do come with toe clips, but apart from that, the shoe's exactly the same. Again, this one's got a toe clip, a sport horse shoe. The only difference being is now we've got a pre-drilled stud hole for fitting studs, so we can screw a stud in here, you know, like you would on your football boots or your rugby boots, to offer that little bit of extra traction. And this is exactly the same quarter clipped sport horse pre-studded shoe, exactly the same as our standard sport horse shoe, but again with the stud holes for fitting studs in. So that gives us a wide variety of shoe to use, and again, all the horses that I shoe are all for recreational sporting activity. So side clips, quarter clips is my preferred shoe as opposed to the toe clip.